We are back with another guided newspaper practice session today. I'm just waiting for 30 seconds and then everyone will join in. So the objective of this session, just like all the previous guided newspaper practice sessions, is to ensure that you're growing from a fundamental level. Okay. So we are going to be basically tackling each of the sections individually, and we are going to do it in a slightly different way. Okay, so you're going to be listening to whatever I speak. At the same time, you're going to be reading this amazing article. So this article is about how bots or how digitization can help healthcare. So this will be very important, especially when you want to develop opinions with respect to healthcare for your writing tasks too and your speaking sections. Okay. At the same time, I'll also be telling you to speak aloud. So I'll be going slowly and then you have to repeat after me. And finally, I will be teaching you some new words and you will frame sentences on the comments box. Okay, so this is how we are going to be improving every single section, and this is more of fundamental language improvement. Okay, so if you feel that you have problems from a basic level, these sessions are going to be massively helpful for you. All right, so we are going to do this for 30 minutes. Please pay full attention, remove all the distractions out of your zone and ensure that you're focusing here. Okay, let's start. Now, when bots will be the doc's new assistants. Okay, so doctor's assistants, we're talking of bots. Bots are basically these robots that have a conversation with you, right? Have you seen such bots when you open an app and then you get some messages and then you get more automated messages, right? So purely that kind. Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning Lisa, Aditya, Gurjot, Asif, Neelkant. Good morning. Okay, all those in the live chat, very good morning. Okay, now let us start. Dr. Devi Shetty, internationally renowned cardiac surgeon. So when I say renowned, it means that famous, okay, well known. So I can say internationally known. Instead, if I say renowned, means internationally accepted and respected as well. Internationally renowned cardiac surgeon and chairman and founder of Narayana Health starts his day much like everyone else. So Dr. Devi Shetty, and then we talk about Dr. Devi Shetty in this clause. We say internationally renowned cardiac surgeon and chairman and founder of Narayana Health starts his day much like everyone else, which means very similar to anyone else, okay, like any typical person on the planet. What does he do? Why does he start his day similar to everyone else? Because he does this activity. He checks his phone, okay, like almost every single person in the world nowadays. We get up and the first thing we do is we check our phone. So he does the same thing. But then what does he do? Why does he do that? Not for a dose of morning news or to catch up on a favorite celebrity's latest. Okay, so he does not do this to see what's the news, or he does not do this to see some kind of celebrity gossip. No. Then what does he do? Dr. Shetty is wrapping up his morning ICU rounds. Wrapping up means finishing. Okay, wrapping up means giving a conclusion to something. So Dr. Shetty is wrapping up his morning ICU rounds, intensive care unit rounds, checking on hundreds of patients. So he's doing that with his mobile phone. He's doing his ICU rounds through his mobile phone. Okay. For 6 months, Dr. Shetty has been conducting morning and night rounds of the ICU using a smartphone app, Kaizala. Okay. Using a smartphone app, comma, Kaizala, which means the name of this smartphone app is Kaizala. Okay. Simple at this point, all of you are understanding? Simple? Yes? Give me a yes on the comments box. If you're here with me, very simple, straightforward passage. Yes? Okay. Now, let's move to the next one where the words now get slightly complicated. And here is where the fun begins. Okay. Kaizala, a simple yet ingenious Microsoft app. A simple yet ingenious Microsoft app. So what does this phrase cleverly do? When I say simple, the first thing that comes to people's mind is that its functionalities will be limited. It cannot do much. Okay, it's a simple app, which means it will have basic features. But this phrase is saying, Kaizala, a simple yet, which means, hey, there is a contrast. It's simple, but then there is something different coming in. And what is that something different? Yet ingenious Microsoft app. Now you might be thinking, what is the meaning of ingenious? The meaning of the word ingenious is very clever, innovative. Okay, so think of an app that's very simple but still very innovative. For example, just think of WhatsApp itself. Very simple app, everyone knows to use it, but it connects so many people across the world, right? So similarly, Kaizala, a simple yet ingenious Microsoft app, is the WhatsApp of healthcare. Is the WhatsApp of healthcare. Okay, so you're comparing it to a different world now. In healthcare, what is an app that is as powerful as WhatsApp? This one, Kaizala. Okay, now let's explore a little bit more about Kaizala. Kaizala has its own messenger. So the word its, this is called pronoun and it refers to Kaizala. Okay, Kaizala has its own messenger and a video calling facility. It has the messenger, which means you can message people, and it has a calling and video call facility in collaboration with Skype. Now, what do you mean by collaboration? Who can tell me? What do you mean by collaboration? Okay. What do you mean by collaboration? Tell me good. Utkarsh, Rajni, Venkat, all of you are with me. Pooja, Renuka, very good. What do you mean by collaboration? Good. Collaboration means partnership. Okay. Very good word, a good synonym for partnership, and you can use it easily. Has its own messenger and video calling facility in collaboration with Skype. So Skype is another company, but it does much more than a standard instant messaging app. So Kaizala does much more. So what do you mean by does much more? It is way stronger. Okay, it has many other features than that. Now let's go forward. This one. Patients and doctors. Now this is a very, very good paragraph with respect to IELTS writing especially. Okay, so pay attention here. Patients and doctors. So you have two parties, right? In healthcare, you have the patient side and you have the doctor's side. Patients and doctors, regardless of distance. So when I say regardless, it means that does not matter, irrespective of distance. So distance can be anything. Think of thousands of kilometers. So a patient is in India, the doctor can be in US, that much. Okay. So patients and doctors, regardless of distance, can seamlessly exchange all kinds of medical data. Can seamlessly exchange all kinds of medical data. Now, what do you mean by seamlessly? Seamlessly. Now, the word seamlessly means without any blocks, without any barriers, without any problems, or without any technical glitches. Okay. So, if I say that the communication between you and I is seamless, which means that we don't have any blocks. Okay. There are no blocks. You're able to listen to me smoothly and you're able to understand everything smoothly, effortlessly. So that's called seamless. Okay. Seam means border. Less, no border, seamless. Okay. So simple. Patients and doctors, regardless of distance, can seamlessly exchange all kinds of medical data. Now, what kinds of medical data? Right from patient history, basic data, to test results, complicated data. Okay. So all kinds of data can be exchanged. Then you have while complying with US standards of patient data protection. Now, the word while, what does the word while indicate? The word while indicates simultaneously, at the same time. So, patients and doctors can exchange information. What kind of information? Patient history to test results. All this exchange can happen. And at the same time, there will be compliance, which means they will agree to the laws, the US standards. There are some rules saying that you should not leak patient information because they are personal. So you will be complying to all that rules and regulations while exchanging data seamlessly, irrespective of the distance. Are you able to see that this entire paragraph is just one sentence? Are you able to see that? That you have just one sentence here. Yes or no? Only one sentence. Right? And it's an entire paragraph. Now, these kind of sentences are called complex sentences. And that is why IELTS likes these sentences so much. If you see your IELTS writing or your IELTS speaking, if you use complex sentences, you will be scored better. Why is that? Because see how much of information is being shared in this one sentence. You're saying patients and doctors. Okay. You're saying that distance doesn't matter. Then you're saying the exchange is smooth. Then you're saying all kinds of data. Then you're giving examples of data. then you're saying at the same time US standards will be upheld. You will not be breaking those rules. And all this you communicated in one sentence. Okay, so that is the beauty of complex sentences. All right, okay. Now let's move forward. And this one, we are going to do this paragraph and then Dr. Shetty has said something. Okay, these are all in quotes. So all of you will wear the cap of Dr. Shetty. So all of you will believe that you are Dr. Shetty and you are sitting in a press conference and you are speaking. Okay, so I want you to do that with proper expressions. All right, let's do it. Okay, once we finish this paragraph. This paragraph says, from conducting ICU rounds on a Wi-Fi enabled flight. So when I say from and then I have to, right? You see from, then you have to. So this is called a structure. From this to this. From conducting ICU rounds on a Wi-Fi enabled flight. So you can, doctors can do ICU rounds from a flight that has Wi-Fi to connecting thousands of patients to doctors. From conducting ICU rounds to connecting doctors. So you have such a big range of functionalities. Digital healthcare systems are eliminating hours of effort. Now, what do you mean by eliminating? Eliminating. Okay, totally removing, totally destroying. Hours of effort lost. Now, hours of effort lost where? In setting up appointments, consultations, checkups. Okay. So a lot of time is lost when you have to book a consultation. You have to call and say, I need an appointment at this time. Then the person will tell you, no, not at 9 a.m., come at 10 a.m. Okay. All this is eliminated with digital healthcare systems. You can simply check your slots and book, right? So simple. This comfort offered by digitization is the first step towards transforming. Now, what do you mean by transforming? What do you mean by transforming? Very nice word that you can use in your writing and speaking. Very good, everyone. What do you mean? Yeah, good. Transforming means totally changing, okay, towards transforming India's healthcare system from a post facto system to a preventive one. Again, beautiful sentence. Now, when you want to transform something, when you're changing something from the current stage to something that is good, right? That is what you mean by transforming something good to something better, right? That's the meaning. So what is that current stage? The current stage is a post facto system. So from a post facto system means reactive. When someone is falling sick, then you're coming and treating him. When someone is saying, hey, I'm not feeling well, then you're giving him tablets. Instead of that, you are changing it to a preventive one, which means even before the person falls sick, you're saying, hey, always drink juice, do exercise, follow it up, do this, do that, so that they don't even fall sick. They prevent the diseases. Okay. So from a post facto system means retroactive. Okay. Which is something that has already happened. You're just extinguishing the fire. The fire is already now burning. Okay. Instead, you're not even letting that fire to catch. Okay. You are addressing it before itself. Yes. Clear, everyone? Clear until this point? Very, very easy. Good, interesting passage with not many complicated words. I think this should be easy. Good job, everyone. Sanam, good. Utkarsh, Gurjot, Pooja, Abdul, good job. Now we are going to be doing this particular paragraph. In this particular paragraph, I want all of you to think you are Dr. Shetty. Okay. And all these quotations are basically said by him. So think you are in that press conference. You have to speak. Okay. So I'm going to tell you 2-3 words. You're going to repeat after me. Let's begin. All of you are Dr. Shetty now. Doctor-patient interface. Now get the pronunciation right as well. Don't say interface. Say interface. Doctor-patient interface is required around once a year for chronic diseases. Repeat after me. For chronic diseases, which are the leading cause of India's health burden. Take diabetes, for instance. With 70 million diagnosed diabetics, 70 million pre-diabetics, and merely 600 diabetologists in India, and merely 600 diabetologists in India, the supply gap is staggering. Okay. Now, when you mean merely, you're saying only. So there are 70 million patients, 70 million about to be diagnosed patients, but you have only 600 doctors, okay, which is very less. That's why you're saying merely. Okay. Then you say the supply gap is staggering. Now, when you say staggering, it is shocking. Now, what do you mean by supply gap? Okay. Which means that you need so much, but there is a supply of only 600 doctors. You need millions. There are millions of patients out there, but the supply is very few to treat them. That's why the supply gap, this gap, is staggering. Staggering means shocking. Okay? All right. Okay, let's start again. In 2 to 3 years, repeat after me. In 2 to 3 years, when online diabetes care becomes reality, doctors will be in the pocket of every patient. So what are you saying? That in 2 to 3 years, when online diabetes care becomes a reality, when everyone wants to get a consultation online, doctors will be in the pocket of every patient, which means on your mobile phones. You will consult a doctor through your mobile phone. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead. Your press conference is still not over. You have to continue speaking. Okay. Yes. One diabetologist, speak after me. One diabetologist and 5 to 10 counselors will be able to look after over 10,000 patients. Chronic diseases can be managed remotely as long as, repeat after me, there is online trackability of medical data. So what do you mean by trackability? That it can be tracked. Okay, that it can be tracked as long as there is online trackability. So as long as you have the systems to track it online, all of these are possible. Okay, did you all repeat after me? Just type me on the box if you all repeated after me and you practice. It's very important that you get the basic pronunciation right. English should come out of your mouth and go into your own ears. Okay, you should be comfortable listening to yourself in English, and that is when you will get comfortable with the language. Okay. Okay, good job, everyone. Okay, type me if you practice with me. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking a few words and we are going to practice sentences with it. But before that, I want you to type your opinion. Before we go into the words, now it's extremely important, especially in your writing task too, that you're clear with your expressions, you're clear with your thoughts and your ability to express them. Okay, very nice, everyone. Anju, Pooja, Abdul, Suhan, Tajwar, Faisal, Linju, Firdoz, Lisa, Utkarsh, Venkat, Sanam. Excellent. Great job, Ayesha. Great job, everyone, with respect to practice. Very good. Okay. So now we come to opinion expression. Now, all of you have now seen how technology might help people to get connected to doctors. In the future, there might be some apps and all of that. Now, tell me, is it good if a patient is connecting to a doctor through his or her mobile app, through his or her mobile, using a mobile app? Is it good or bad? I want you to take an extreme position. I don't want you to be politically safe. Okay, don't give me a politically correct answer. That yes, it can be beneficial if it is used correctly. Don't give me middle level answers. Take an extreme position. Okay, I want you to be very clear with your opinion. Okay, and very convincing with your opinion. So tell me, yes, it's useful, or say no, it is not useful, and give me one reason for it. Now, nobody is going to judge each other here. The aim is to learn English. The aim is to develop the skill of expressing our inner thoughts. Usually, our thoughts are not written in beautiful language inside our head. We just feel it. But putting it to English words is the challenge, right? So that is what all of us are going to do. I want you to tell me that technology is good in healthcare because, or you say technology is bad in healthcare because. Okay, no middle positions, no politically safe answers. Go ahead and express your opinion very strongly. Put it on the comments box. I want to have a look at your answer. Okay, fine. Now, as you are doing this, as you are expressing your opinion, maybe we'll take 30 more seconds for you to think of the opinion, think of a position. I can say technology is good because it saves money. I don't have to travel and go and visit a doctor. Second, it saves time. I don't have to wait in long queues for my turn to come. Okay. Third is I will have my records digitally stored. Why it's good? Why is it bad? Because the doctor may not be able to diagnose me properly, because my parameters are not checked. My heart rate or my pulse rate, whatever parameters there are, cannot be checked. And the doctor should also assume things. Also, when I say I have a heavy cough, okay, how heavy is it? The doctor will never be able to find out through a call. If the doctor is sitting in front of me, the doctor can sense it easily. Okay, so these are some of the disadvantages why technology might be bad. Okay. Now, if we go deeper, we might also think that if technology totally takes over, then even doctors will not be able to train themselves on the job, right? So if it's all technology, then if a doctor has never seen a patient ever in his or her life, then it is not good for doctor training itself, because everyone learns on the job, right? So all these points are there. Okay. Of course, all of you might come up with your own point. Now, these are just points. This is not to have, express some kind of opinion. That's not the purpose of this exercise. The exercise here is to see whether you can put your thoughts to words. Very good. Anju, Venkat, nice. Not useful. Anju is saying it is. Venkat is saying yes. Faisal is saying no. Abdul is saying yes. Asif is saying yes. Firdoz is saying yes. Tajwar is saying no. Lisa is saying yes and no. Okay, fine. But I want you to take a stronger position. Okay, fine. Good job, everyone. Very good. Okay, fine. Now let us learn a few words, and now you're going to be writing sentences using these words. Okay, let us start with interesting words. Renowned. Renowned means well known. Renowned. You can think about any personality. You can think of movie stars, you can think of doctors. Shah Rukh Khan is a renowned Bollywood actor. Simple. Okay. Renowned, well known. All right. Renowned means well known. Now go ahead and give me a sentence with renowned. Okay. Good. Good Jyot. Utkarsh is saying yes. Good Jyot is saying no. All right. Good. Suhant is saying yes. Good sentence, Suhant. Nice, clear sentence. Nicely expressed. Good job. Okay. Now, renowned, well known. I hope all of you are done with renowned. Next, let us go with wrapping up. It's a nice fancy term, wrapping up. Okay. So if someone asks you about your work and say it is late in the evening, say you usually clock out at say 7 p.m. and someone asks you at 6:45 p.m., hey, what are you doing? So you can tell them nothing much, just wrapping up. Okay. But remember, it is not wrapping. It is not wrap. The W does not exist. It is wrapping up, wrapping up. It's not wrapping. It is wrapping up. Okay. Okay. I'm just wrapping up. I think it is time to wrap up. Okay. Which means that you're done. You're closing. You're in the concluding stages. Wrapping up. Okay. Similarly for speeches. So if someone is at the end of the speech, you would say, hey, I don't think the speech would take much time. The speaker is wrapping up. Okay. Concluding. Yes. Clear? Two interesting words. Renowned. Then we learned wrapping up. All right. Next, let us go to collaboration is easier. It means partnership. We'll not touch on that. We'll maybe take okay, an easier word. Let us take this one, staggering. Now, staggering, it does not mean stage wise. Okay, I know it sounds like staggered means stage wise, but staggering means something that is shocking. Okay, the number of COVID-19 cases in India is staggering, okay, which means it is shocking, it is huge, all right, and it is surprising you massively. Okay. Okay, my boss assigned me another task while I wrapping up my work, while I was wrapping up my work. Okay. Okay. Good, everyone. Okay, Neelkant, I'm renowned in my college. Okay, good, good. Okay, but renowned means more famous rather. Okay, but fine. All right, good job, everyone. Okay, so what did we do today? We did an article on healthcare. So all of you developed some kind of opinion on whether technology in healthcare is good or bad. Okay, so you got that perspective. You read the article well, and I hope you're reading it constantly with me as I am guiding you. I hope you're reading the article too with me. Okay, good job. At the same time, you're also speaking aloud, so you're getting these pronunciation nuances, and you're knowing where to stop, how to get each word very slowly. And at the same time, finally, all of you are also writing your sentences on the live chat. So beautiful. Great job done, everyone. Okay. So this is how you're going to be improving daily. All right. So keep up the practice, keep the tempo going, and you will find your improvement very, very soon. Okay. That brings us to the end of this session. Now I'll just very quickly tell you about some of our advanced programs, which many of you are already part of. So this announcement is not applicable to you, but all those who are not part of the fast track program, I wish to see you there as well, because I know all of you are very sincere students. You're watching such lessons focusing on your IELTS prep. So I would love to have you in our advanced programs too. The admissions form for that program will be on the video description. So you can click on that. It's a very good, intense course. It will cover live sessions every day, but these are special live sessions where we'll have practice from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. on weekdays, and then we'll have concept classes from 8 to 10 p.m. on weekends. Okay, all these sessions are also recorded. So totally there are 108 hours of training here, and then you have recorded courses. If you want to go faster than the class, you have recorded courses. You'll have daily grammar and lexical resource quizzes, which you can practice every single day. At the same time, you will have mock tests so that you know where you stand. Okay, so all these features would come in for you. Of course, you will also have finally unlimited doubt clearance, which means you will have access to the chief coaches whenever you have any queries or concerns. Okay, so all the best, everyone. And if you're interested to get into this advanced program, the admissions form is on the video description. Keep practicing hard, and I know all of you will make it. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.